Okay guys, so we're here to do a really quick, fast sports review. We need more light. Hang on a minute. 1 second here. There we go. Should be working there. Cool. I had to get the right video settings and more light. So we're here to do the sports review show. First and foremost, I want to congratulate the Tampa Bay Lightning on winning the Stanley Cup. I have to be honest, a 4-1 series to me, that didn't feel like a Stanley Cup to me. That felt more like a snorefest. But we have other things to look forward to as the new hockey season starts. We'll just go from there and figure a few things out as fans. Hopefully the league will get better as the new team comes in, with Seattle coming in. We never know. So onward to NFL news. NFL news is the Bears coaching staff are very impressed with Justin Fields' progress. So that to me proves my point that we'll probably see Justin Fields sooner than later for the Bears. I'm actually hoping that happens, honestly, because we need to get him more involved as time goes on in his professional career. I think that's the Bears' option as quarterback going forward after Dalton retires. And Nick Foles is obviously just going to be there as a backup. The ongoing issues with Green Bay's management issues and Aaron Rodgers continues to go on. Me as a Bears fan, I'm okay with it because I don't want Aaron Rodgers in the league. Or maybe he could just trade him to Denver, honestly, at this point. I could care less. Just get him out of that division as a Bears fan, because I'm tired of Green Bay winning every single year. And we need more competition. Get him out of there. Trade his ass. Please. Please, pretty please, trade his ass to Denver. We don't want him in that division anymore as Bears fans. It's time to get rid of him. Come on, Green Bay. Do it. Who wants to see Rodgers on your team? Nobody. Nobody. We can't stand Aaron Rodgers. We want him out of that division. Bye-bye. In other news, Deshaun Watson continues to get lawsuits filed against him, and court dates will be issued. So obviously he did do something horrible that he is going to pay for. And if I was the Texans, here's how I would handle the situation. You already know that he has all this stuff going on. Pay him the money you owe him. Release him. And if he wants to sign with another team, let him sign with another team. Wash your hands full away from the Deshaun Watson thing. I'm saying it because your team right now has horrible media against it, and just, yeah, like, after you guys traded J.J. Watt, like, that was pretty much the end of the Texans franchise hopes for ever making the playoffs anytime ever soon. The Lions are starting to make some moves regarding signing some veteran players to kind of help their defense. They should be a little bit better with Jared Goff as their quarterback. But again, I'm a Bears fan, so I want the Bears to continuously beat the Lions and the Packers. I'm tired of having to hear from their fan base that the Bears are incapable of winning that division. That's not cool. That's not even true. So, moving on. NBA. I want to congratulate the Milwaukee Bucks and the lovely and awesome Phoenix Suns. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the Phoenix Suns, who have not made the NBA Finals, I believe, since 1993, I think, or 1994. And also the Bucks too, because they haven't really been anywhere near the NBA Finals in, I think it's 35 years or something. Both teams are giving it their all in this series. As of right now, Phoenix leads the series. I think it's 2-0. But the last I was looking at it tonight, Milwaukee was actually winning that game, so it might end up being a Phoenix lead of 2-1, possibly, by tomorrow morning. I'm just saying that I'm rooting for the Phoenix Suns to win the NBA championship with Chris Paul. Chris Paul is an amazing talent. He deserves that. He's had a great career. He's been on teams that were good, that failed. I think this is finally his opportunity to do something good for the Suns and for their franchise. And I feel the same way about Giannis too, and Chris Middleton. Both players for the Bucks have been giving it their all this entire season and playing their asses off. And I just want to point out that I think that this series is probably the best NBA Finals series that we've had in probably 10 years. Both teams are well matched. It's not going to be a blowout each game. I'm just very, very happy to be able to watch games that are, fair and not rigged. LeBron has the new Space Jam movie coming out this weekend. I know that a lot of people are going to be all excited about it, and I have to be real, I'm not a LeBron fan, and I don't really have any interest in seeing this movie. I'm just being real with you. I don't have an interest in seeing this, and I'm sorry that I feel that way, but I like the original movie with Jordan. I just can't watch a movie with LeBron in it. I'm sorry. The guy is a jerk. I'm sorry. So, moving on, we're going to review wrestling finally, guys. I've been taking some time off of wrestling because I needed to catch up and have space away from WWE programming because it's just been awful, freaking awful. So, what I just want to point out is, we finally have news regarding Shane McMahon getting more involved in the programming, and also Bruce Pritchard being taken off of, I think it's Raw actually, and moved to SmackDown. But I'm at the point now to where WWE has released so many wrestlers and staff, and they put themselves in this situation. Also, the deal with Lesnar has fallen through, so now they have to have a backup plan. So now it could end up being Lashley versus McIntyre again, which I think is a really bad idea. Or the factor of maybe like a Jinder Mahal, maybe. But the John Cena versus Roman Reigns match is, I'm hearing, is pretty much a solid lock. So obviously Reigns will probably retain that championship when he faces Edge again. So who knows what WWE is thinking here. I don't really understand their thought process here after letting go so many talents. Then they bring back Zelina Vega, but then they fire her husband, and now he is now in AEW, and Andrade is also in AEW now. Impact Wrestling is looking to sign Chelsea Green and a few other talents that WWE has let go. I believe the Iconics are the other tag team that they're interested in. And I want to say this. If Impact is smart, they will sign as many former WWE guys as they can at this point. Because you're looking at other competition. And the storyline with AEW and with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers, that to me is a great storyline with Sami Callihan and Tommy Dreamer and a bunch of the other people who are involved in the storyline. Scott D'Amore. Don Callis was fired on television, which is just part of the storyline, basically, so that he can move to AEW and be Kenny Omega's manager going forward. I just finished watching Road Rage, the AEW special that was on this past week, and that was probably the best event, honestly, for that company in many, many, many months. I've been very impressed with AEW's pay-per-views and the shows that they're putting on, and they're signing the right talent at the right time to produce their product, and it's working so well right at this point. They're basically doing every single thing right that WWE should be doing at this point in time. Also, news on Bayley. Bayley is officially injured with a leg injury and will be out for exactly 9 months. So she will miss every single major pay-per-view. And their women's division is already struggling because they've already let go half their women's division on SmackDown. So you still have Mandy and Natalya and Tamina and Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. Then they're moving up Shotzi Blackheart and possibly a Scarlett Bordeaux. And her husband Karrion Kross would be moved to Monday Night Raw, and Scarlett would be separated to go to SmackDown. I think that is a horrible idea for this product going forward. You're destroying NXT, the product that you built for your future, and you're taking stars from that, including Bronson Reed. And so anybody that they have an eye on, Vince and Jimmy and Johnny Boy and all his cronies, are basically going down to the performance center and just rating the talent and saying, look, we fired all the main roster, so you guys get all their spots. I don't see why that's even fair, but whatever. So I think that people like Mickie James has had a great career, and she's doing more and more now for NWA Power. And NWA Power, she's going to have her own private tournament for the women. Maria Kanellis Bennett has also had a lot going on for Ring of Honor with the women's division, building that up. I've actually been very impressed with Ring of Honor's products lately. It's been really amazing how they're developing their talent and bringing back some of the older stars who are free agents, and I think it's just working for them. There's been a lot of negotiating with contracts with Ring of Honor with talent. But that's where the sports world is at this point. Wrestling, I think, is getting better as time gets on with the other companies. Now, Vince McMahon is out of his mind with WWE product right now. I can't understand a single thing why he's doing what he's doing. I think, as a fan, it is time to cut it. Cut it, meaning Vince needs to retire. His cronies need to go. We need to get younger. We need to have Shane, Stephanie, and a bunch of the other people in charge of the product to develop the younger wrestlers into main roster characters. Now, letting Andrade and Aleister Black walk and sign with AEW, and let me remind Miro, again, another amazing talent WWE dropped the ball on with Rusev. And then Lana has also had a spot on Talk Is Jericho where she's done an interview where she's talked about how chaotic that whole situation was and how she's glad that she can have other options at this point in time in her career. And I think that that's probably where we're at with her career as a fan. I think that she needs to just move on. And so I just wanted to do this quick video. I'm going to get out of your hair. And, yeah.